Assalamualaikum friends Harimau Malaya. Hari ini special edition kita bawakan kepada anda semua. Ashman Rizal. Hi Ashman, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
So how is Denmark?
Denmark, living in Denmark is quite nice. It's very different to Malaysia. Being part of the Scandinavian nations in Northern Europe, I have the opportunity to experience the 4 seasons of weather. Summer days here are long and winter days are short.
Yeah.
Denmark is a very safe country where young children are allowed to go out freely without supervision. I cycle by myself to football training around 5 kilometers away from home. Denmark is also one of the happiest countries.
Wow. Okay. Can you share to everyone here, since when did you start playing football in Denmark?
So I started playing football in 2016. I started in Copenhagen International School's football team, CIS Hawks. Playing for the under-9s, in 2017, we moved to the west of Denmark in a town called Esbjerg. I'm currently living in Esbjerg. As I wanted to continue playing football, my dad and I went around the town looking for some football clubs. We came across Esbjerg Football Club, which is known as EFB, and quickly found out they were the largest team in town at the time. In fact, they were playing in the Danish Superliga at the time. I registered and did a trial with the under-10s team and was selected to play for them. I've been with the club for 5 years now, and I'm currently in the under-15 squad. I train 3 times a week and play league matches on the weekend. I play as a center back, but can also play on the right or left back.
Oh, so you're a center back player. All right.
Yeah.
Who supports you a lot in terms of like financially and mentally before you decided to play in Denmark and while you are playing now?
Before, I'm not too sure, but now it's both my parents. On the financial side, my mom pays for all the equipment that I need, like grip socks, shin guards, football boots, jerseys. And my dad pays for like the fees and the tournaments that we go on. In terms of the mental preparation, the speed of the game is very fast, and the Danish boys I play are quite big and strong. Therefore, I listen to good music to be in the zone prior to every game.
Okay, so like your parents are working there or just staying there for you?
Yes, both my parents, they work in Total here in Esbjerg.
Okay, so you are 14 years old now, and people might feel like you are still young and have a lot to experience. At what age do you feel like you have enough of experience playing abroad and move back to Malaysia and continue playing here? Because we know experience in terms of culturally, tactical difference, playing in Denmark and playing in Malaysia is like a lot more than playing here in Malaysia. So at what age do you feel like you have enough?
I agree, 14 years old is a young age, but when you think about it, I've actually had the experience of playing in a European football environment for 6 years now. I do feel that I still have a lot to learn in terms of the game, the tactics, the speed, the required strength, and this should come in the next few years. Move back to Malaysia and play in local football? I don't know if that will happen anytime soon. However, if I do go back, I would definitely like to continually playing football and share my European experiences with local Malaysian teams, as the cultures are indeed different to each other.
Do you actually follow the development of football here in Malaysia?
I must admit, I don't really follow Malaysian football these days. Like most kids in Europe, I follow European football. I do know, however, about our Malaysian team's recent performance where we beat Bangladesh 4-1 to qualify for the Asian Cup finals in 2023. I only know Joseph Kalang T, who plays for Kuching City FC, and I had the privilege to play with them back in February this year.
Wow. Okay. Do you know some of other players other than Joseph Kalang T, or like Safawi Rasid or Akhir Rasid?
I only know a few from Kuching City FC, but most of them I don't believe them fully Malaysian.
Okay, so what do you think of the progression of football's development in Malaysia? Do you think it's getting good or still we are lacking something in Malaysia?
I think from my point of view, I think it's getting much better than what we had before. As players, they are now like they can now learn to so I don't really know how to put this up, but they are much better than what they were before.
Yeah.
And they're getting a little bit more serious with football, and we also have players that are playing abroad, and they also make it to the first team, so they can bring like their European experience back to Malaysia, and they can learn from that.
Yep, we have Lukman Hakim who plays in where? Lukman Hakim? Belgium. So he played for national team, the Asian
Yep.
Cup, the under 23 cup, the under 22 team. So he plays really well, but unfortunately can't help Malaysia to qualify. So they lost. Okay, so what's your biggest dream or your biggest target to achieve in Denmark for now?
As a young boy, I would like to do well in my studies, and I want to make the first team of FC Copenhagen, also known as KB.
So being a Malaysian young boy that plays abroad in Denmark, how did you adapt with the way of living there? How did you actually adapt like mentally and physically living there?
I think I adapted to the way of living here by mixing a lot of my Danish football friends. Very quickly, I learned how to be independent, for example, because back in Malaysia, I didn't really go to places alone. But now here in Denmark, I can do that. And also, here in Denmark, I can travel to football by myself.
So you're actually having fun there, right? Playing football and living there.
Yeah. Here in Europe, it's really nice. As playing football, we get to drive around the whole of Denmark for matches and tournaments.
That's a good experience. I hope I can be there and experience that kind of thing. So who is your biggest football idol for both international and Malaysian local football player?
I think my biggest European idol or like abroad is going to be Roberto Carlos.
Cool, okay.
He's the iconic left back.
Yep. So locally, maybe Joseph.
And then, well, I only know like two players, so it's gonna be probably Joseph Kalanti.
Good. That's a good player too.
Yeah.
If you've been given a chance to play in any club in Malaysia, what would it be? You know how many clubs in Malaysia? Yeah.
I would like to play for Kuching City FC.
Kuching City?
Yep. Because the training sessions were really fun. The coaches are serious and motivating. And the players were very helpful with each other. Also, I have a lot of family in Kuching, and I hope to make them proud one day.
So, your parents are from Kuching? Your mom or your dad?
My mom is from Cebu, and my dad is from Kuching. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So lastly, your personal hope of your career in Denmark, and where will you be in the next 5 years? Maybe play for Malaysia or still playing in Denmark? Maybe next 5 years?
Possibly. I would like to go as far as I can in football. The sky's the limit for me. And in the next 5 years, I hope to still be studying, and maybe have joined a bigger football team like Copenhagen, or play for a Malaysian national team.
All right, thank you, Ashman. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Can I show something?
What is it? Wow.
Here's my Instagram. If you guys want to follow.
So everyone, you have to follow Ashman Rizal on Instagram. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ashman. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All the best and good luck in Denmark.
Thank you.
Hope you can be the biggest you are, biggest star you are.
Maybe
Make
maybe one
Malaysian
day.
proud of you. Inshallah.
I will. Thank you. Have a nice
All right.
day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.